subscribers of our channel. Today I want to tell you about Adam Grant's speech, The Surprising Habitats of Original Thinkers. So, he begins with the story that happened to him 7 years ago when some students came in and asked to invest in their company, but he refused. Later, they named the company Warby Parker and were recognized as the world's most innovative company. To find out why he was so wrong, he'd been studying people that he came to call originals. Originals are people who drive creativity and who not only have creative ideas, but take actions to champion them. They are people you want to bet on, but sometimes they look like nothing. So once Adam Grant asked one of his students to get some data for the experiment, because she was one of his most creative students, and as she said, she gets her most creative idea when she procrastinates. So people in a bunch of companies were interviewed about how often they procrastinate. And sure enough, people who rush in and do everything early are rated as less creative than the people who procrastinate moderately. Here is another experiment that proves that procrastination gives you time to consider divergent ideas, to think in non-linear ways, and make unexpected leaps. So they asked people to generate new business ideas and then get independent readers to evaluate how creative and useful they are. And some of them were asked to do this task right away. Others had to procrastinate by dangling Minesweeper in front of them for either 5 or 10 minutes. And sure enough, the moderate procrastinators are rated as 16% more creative than the other two groups. But if you start to procrastinate before you learn about the task, it isn't the driver of the effect. It only works when you start to procrastinate, but the task is still active in the back of your mind. So after his research, he discovered that a lot of great originals in history were procrastinators. Take Leonardo da Vinci. He told on and off for 16 years in Mona Lisa. He felt like a failure, but the diversions he took in optics transformed the way he modeled light and made him into a much better painter. A lot of great originals are quick to start but slow to finish. And that's what he missed with Warby Parker. Look at a classic study. In our 50 product categories, compare them with the first movers who create the market with the improvers who introduce something different and better. First movers has a 47% of failure, comparing with improvers with only 8%. So if you want to be original, you don't need to be first. You just need to be different and better. But it wasn't the only reason he passed on Warby Parker. They were also full of doubts. He discovered that there are two kinds of doubt: self-doubt and idea doubt. Self-doubt is paralyzing. It leads you to freeze. But idea doubt is energizing. It motivates you to test, to refine, to experiment. So what about fear? Originals feel fear too. But what sets them apart from the rest of us is they are more afraid of failing to try. They know that in the long run, our biggest regrets are not our actions, but our inactions. Things we wish we can do when you look at science are the chances not taken. So a lot of people think they will be judged on their bad ideas, but originals have lots and lots of bad ideas too. So when you see those things, don't write them off. And when that's you, don't count yourself either. Knowing that being quick to start but slow to finish can boost your creativity, can motivate you by doubting your ideas and embracing the fear of failing to try, and what you need, and that you need lots and lots of bad ideas to get a few good ones. So the idea we're spreading is that to be original, that being original is not easy, but it is the best way to improve the world around us.